Microsoft own Skype?
Yeah,
It does?
it does. Yeah,
Oh, for some reason I don't remember that.
been been there for a long time. Skype.
Okay, well, I still need to get comfortable with introducing the show
Oh hell yeah!
and introduce my guest. I don't know how to really start it yet.
How
I've
are
been,
you? Are you bringing up any taglines or something like that?
no, I just
Oh,
so well, I'll discuss it during the time, but
okay.
okay, for anyone out there joining us for the first time, hi, my name is Henry. Uh, I started this podcast uh to figure out, what's I guess what's wrong with me, right? Or what's right with me, if there's anything. Um,
Okay.
I
It's
I
like
ha I
putting the
haven't,
poo under the microscope.
yeah, I haven't posted anything in a while because I have been going through therapy, and the more I go through therapy, the more shit you realize, and what I realized that I have the most passion for is storytelling in any form, whether it's theater, modern art, music, role playing games, anything that has to do with the story. I absolutely love, and I love the people who tell stories. So that's what I think I'm gonna try to make this podcast about. Is about finding people who tell stories, and I want to know about their story, and I'll share my story as well. So stories. That's gonna be the name of this
Stories.
episode.
Stories. Yes.
But anyway, my guest is Kashyap Mori. How you doing, my friend?
Hey, guys. I'm doing good, Fu. I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I went to Mount Shasta, the Trinity Forest, last week.
How was that? Where is that?
It's almost at the border of Oregon and
Oh
California.
shit! How'd you get up?
Yeah.
Did you
I drove there. Yeah.
do you have a car now, or you rented one?
No, we rented one. I had to rent it. I had to rent an SUV for that because, like, normal car
Yeah.
might give up on us.
Mm.
It's nine and a half hours drive though, but the place was amazing.
Who'd you go with? You don't have
Uh,
to name any names either. So.
there are a couple of Indian friends, musicians mostly.
Hmm?
One of them is like post-production artist. Another one
Okay.
is playing. He's a piano artist.
Yeah.
There's one is a recording artist, and all of them wanted to kind of go to Yosemite. We wanted to go to Yosemite first, but couldn't get a reservation.
Oh, you need a reserve to go there? Oh,
Yeah,
because it's slowly opening up to the public, right?
yeah. Not for one day visit, but if you want to camp out there, you need a reservation. Yes.
Oh, that's what you guys want to do. You camp?
Yeah. We rented a cabin.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. Yeah, I've
My
been thinking about
God, place is amazing, Henry.
yeah. Go.
Oh my God, the stars that I saw, it's like I would never see those kind of stars in LA.
Yeah, cause the light pollution. I
Yeah.
remember when I was younger, the first time I saw something like that. I think I was like 10 or 11 or something,
Yeah.
and I went to somewhere up north in New
Yep.
England with my family's friends, or my
Yeah.
my family friends, yeah, and they had a like a lake house or something in the woods,
Yeah.
and there was no light anywhere. And the first time you see that, it's just like, what
Oh my
the
God.
fuck? There's
Yeah.
so many stars, and you just like,
There's
how
so
is
many
that?
stars. There's so many waterfalls.
Yeah.
Hundreds of them actually. Mountain is closed though. The main mountain,
Mm-hmm.
Mount Shasta. It's a volcano. It's a volcanic mountain. It's a volcano under there
Yeah.
actually. Yeah. And it was supposed to erupt about like 100 years ago. It's due for
Oh yeah,
100.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I heard
right.
about the mega
Yeah,
volcano. Yeah.
the mega one. But no, the people in the village, the Mount Shasta village, I got to see those people. They grow their special herbs in their groceries.
The
They have
special
like
what?
herbs,
I don't know what that is.
herbs, the spices.
Oh, herbs. I'm sorry.
Herbs, yeah, herbs.
Yeah.
Uh, and they're growing it on the mountain actually.
Yeah, that's using the volcanic rock, right? Or something like
Yeah,
that. The volcanic sand. Yeah, yeah. I heard about how or I read about how good volcanic dirt can be for
yeah,
crops.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very fertilized.
And that's why like Hawaii can do pretty well with.
Yeah, they can grow almost anything.
Yeah.
Any anything in the world will grow there on the volcanic land. Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it, all those nutrients that are stored inside the earth are just
Earth. Yeah, they're just like
fucking being pushed out and shit.
pushed out. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But going back to the stars, and it's a beautiful sight.
It is. It is.
It's to see how like that your star is just one of
Yep.
many, and it makes you when you see something like that, it makes you feel very small
It
in a
does.
good way.
At the same time, you feel like, oh, it's so big out there. I
Yeah,
mean,
like that's what it makes you
so
feel
big.
so small, and
Yeah.
the amount of stuff that's out there, and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's what's missing in a lot of people's lives. And what I realized over time is that the less us humans, like we're still animals, we're still
Yeah.
animals, and being inside all day and not in nature. I was watching the Joe Rogan podcast. Of course, I watch him all the time, but he was talking to this human like human aging expert.
Human aging expert.
Yeah. He's trying to figure out how to
Was it?
like like
Was he like a specialist in cell deterioration, like where
I
cells
I think
deteriorate,
so. Did you watch
right?
the episode? I forgot his name.
No, but I've read some stuff about them because they do a lot of things with STEM research. Uh, the STEM
Yeah,
research.
I
Yeah.
think it might be along those lines, but more so I think from what I gathered is he was studying how because of how smart we are as a
Yeah.
species, that's what's making us weaker in the natural world.
Oh.
Cause like um I think for example you saying because we made tools, right? We made
Yeah.
everything easier for ourselves.
He did.
We made cooking easier. We made chopping easy. Like we made everything easier on
Easier.
ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
And that's
More
why,
accessible and for the ease of living. Yep.
yeah. And
Yeah.
because of how smart we are and how we feed off of endorphins and dopamine and shit like that,
Yeah.
it makes us weaker in the sense that um, without these conveniences, we would not survive in the wild.
Yeah.
And that's basically he's trying to tell us that, you know, well, from what I got out of it was, you know, to live longer or to
Yeah.
be healthier in the long run,
Yeah.
you kind of have to give up these conveniences.
Somewhat.
Like that's why people who exercise normally live longer because they're active. Like as a, I mean, if you think about it as a species,
Yeah.
like we used to hunt.
Yeah.
We used to hunt for our food. We used to survive out there, and that's how we were stronger. If we wanted to face, a larger animal, we had a chance.
It's like
Nowadays, like
we
people,
stopped giving ourselves challenges. We
yeah,
do. Yeah. We
the
kind of gradually took them out one by
yeah,
one.
the
Yeah.
challenges we have now are more like mental, which is
Yeah.
why so many people are going through, like mental illnesses
Yeah.
because
Now,
we
Now we are at a
because
point where we are not dealing with externals. We are dealing
yeah,
with
it's all internals, and
yep,
if you have no external, you know,
struggles. Yeah, if you don't have challenges where you have to
yeah,
go out there, get your food, come back, feed the family, the kids.
yeah,
You have to go out there, hunt the deer by yourself, take the skin off, do the
yeah,
all leg work. First of all, you have to find one.
yeah,
uh,
you
yeah,
know, you have to
and
be able to hunt.
yeah. Those kind of physical challenges, yeah, we got over them, and then we are to the point where yeah, we are dealing with each other now. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's oh, that reminds me of. Did you see Bo Berman's Inside
Bo Burmans?
on Netflix?
No, not yet.
Fucking genius.
Oh,
Beautiful. And you know me, I don't I'm
yeah.
very particular, and
Yeah.
for Bo Berman, it's a comedy special on
Uh-huh.
Netflix, but the way he presented it, um and the fact that he did a lot of the work by himself,
Yeah.
uh dude, I have to give him credit. That was the most profound, like personal, uh,
What what was it about?
so Bo Berman, he's a comedian, right?
Yeah.
He was very prominent on YouTube,
Mm-hmm.
and then he got really rich doing YouTube stuff and um, comedy. And basically, what he did, he used music and showmanship to talk about his emotions,
Okay.
and basically what he did in this special Inside
Mm-hmm.
was I don't want to spoil it for you. You have to watch it. I'm
Okay.
telling you. It
Okay.
is it is pure genius on the mind of like what is going wrong right now with the world
Yeah.
at at a American standpoint. So
Yeah.
it's different from what other countries like Israel right now. It's kind of fucked up, but um different problems. These are first
Yeah.
world problems, but the first world problems are all mental problems.
Uh, they are, yes. Yes.
Yeah,
They are. Migration and those there are external problems in the southern region, but yeah, mostly the internal ones that they are dealing right now, they are mental. Yes, you're right.
yeah,
Yeah.
and that's another thing I want to like try to get more people aware of is mental health issues. Obviously, I'm going through them, going through therapy. Everyone's going through them. I'm sure you have your own issues. Um, but it is good to see a
Yeah,
familiar face after so long.
it is and when I went out there, there was we didn't have electricity in the
Yeah,
night. Okay.
like in the cabin.
Yeah, in the cabin, no electricity. The
Yeah,
people around us, they had no electricity. There were like torches and lamps, of course, but nothing other than that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
we kind of naturally kind of separated from our devices
Mm-hmm.
and went into the woods.
Yeah,
I didn't have to tell anyone to put their phones away or keep their minds in the forest, but that happened kind of naturally. So that's what I saw. Like they're like instinctively going towards it. If
yeah,
you just put them in a certain environment like a forest, they'll
yeah,
do the things they are meant to.
yeah. The human instincts come back. And I guess
Yeah,
what I want to ask you is, how was your sleeping when you were out there?
it was amazing. Like,
Right?
yeah.
Because your human your natural cycle
Cycle was back. It's
back.
like
Yeah, you're up during the day.
yeah. I think
Th-
city should turn off the lights at 10.
Yeah,
You know. Yeah, they should start like at least experimenting with it.
I mean, that's what they're trying to do, but then if you're in a city, if there's no lights, then it's dangerous, that kind of thing. But
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah.
that's why it's. I think
Start with an
it's
experiment, and then they can set up something where it can
that's
happen.
how the purge starts. We're not going there, okay? That's exactly what's gonna happen if they start shutting the lights off.
Oh my
Um,
God,
but
that
no,
was
it's
a horrible
it's
suggestion, huh? Turning off the lights of the city. Oh shit.
yeah, the
Yeah.
purge will happen immediately. Are you kidding me?
But
Cops
you
will
see, that's what we have done. Kind of like we have created a situation where we can't.
control the
Yeah,
safety. Yeah,
can't introduce the concepts or the things that we experience outside.
yeah,
It's almost impossible. You have to go outside. You can't experience it while you are in there.
yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
if there was a world, well, I mean, cities don't have to do it, but like when you go out of the city, like the small towns, the villages,
yeah.
they do that. They shut off all the lights at night,
At nine, yeah,
and
yeah, they do.
and usually those people out there are a lot more happier than people in the city,
Yeah,
because
they're a lot more satisfied. The people in the village,
yeah,
uh, the grocery store workers, the laundromat workers.
yeah,
There was a fine art gallery there, Black Bear Building.
oh
That
nice.
the people that I got to see there, it's a satisfaction on their face. And just because the environment they live in, that that I think that's the reason that brings it out.
Yeah, the more,
They
because
are more satisfied in the present. In
yeah,
the they are more satisfied.
because just like he discusses in Bo Berman discusses in Inside, and what other people have done is technology, especially like cell phones, they it's a trap. It's kind of like a virus. It's weird to say it like that, but it sort of is like cell phones, because
Contagious, yeah. It's contagious.
yeah, because you you're like addicted to it, and it's a part of
Yeah.
you now. And the fact that, one of his greatest songs is called "Welcome to the Internet."
Welcome to the
Yeah,
internet.
I would actually. I wonder if I could watch videos with you. Can I watch a video with you on Skype?
Uh, we can. If I minimize or like half. If I put my screen in the bottom, does my video get shut off or no?
Did you do it?
I did it. Yes.
Oh, I mean, I still see you.
You
Full.
see, you see me, right?
Yeah, I still see you full screen. Because
But
I think if I up the if I upload this to YouTube,
yeah. So
I
you can
think his
preview.
videos should be fair
You can
use, right?
preview your screen. You can
Yeah.
share your screen.
Oh,
Uh,
share screen.
yeah,
Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
and
Hold on, let me see.
you can pull up the video that you want to. Yeah.
Yeah, I think we can watch this on YouTube. If I get DMCA'd or copyrighted, then I'll edit this out.
Okay.
Um, welcome to the internet. Welcome to the internet. Can you hear that?
No, you have to share the sound
Wait,
as
hold
well.
on. Okay.
There's a button. The
Share
bottom.
screen. Welcome to the internet. Share computer sound. Start sharing. Okay,
Yeah.
can you see
Okay,
this?
yeah, now I can see this. Yes.
All right,
There it was fabulous.
bro. Watch the whole
Beautifully
thing.
done.
Right?
Beautifully done, bro.
Watch
Yeah.
the whole thing. And because he
Execution amazing, amazing, amazing.
he he did basically everything himself.
Yeah.
So look, I'm telling you, it's a masterpiece. Watch it. You
Oh
gotta
yeah.
watch it.
Yeah.
That's
I
that's
gotta watch it now. Yeah.
yeah. There's so much more, and that's what he does. He just makes music,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
um, but in that sort of fashion about telling the truth and shit.
But he has found the right expression for yeah. It's,
You what? You're right there.
he's he's found a right expression,
Yeah,
to
yeah.
yeah what he's feeling. It's a perfect setup for him to express that actually.
Yeah, even
Little bit of everything all the time. Yeah,
yeah.
little bit of everything all the time. That's uh, that's something which I was thinking on lately. That is our mind made uh, to handle this kind of influx all the time?
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I don't. I think that's why so many
Yeah,
people who have access to this anything and everything all the time. Like,
right.
when you have that much information in your brain, that's how
Yeah,
people become anxious. Because
anxious.
they're
Yeah, yeah,
thinking of all these different things that are happening all the time. Oh, look at all these people who have. Well, this is just my experience, but look at all these people who have way better things than me. Look at these people doing better than me,
yeah,
or like, how come I can't have that? I'm the same exact way, and you just have way too much information, and that's what I was saying. It's just
yeah.
met.
And then there are real life effects of it. I read a news about a girl who kind of a teenager kind of put a gorilla glue on her head to just
Oh,
make
I think
her.
yeah,
That one, there was one another girl who used some kind of color to put on her lips, so it looks like those one of those filters in Instagram or Snapchat.
yeah. I think I saw those too, and
And yeah, that kind of creates medical emergencies around the spectrum.
yeah,
But yeah, yeah, this is something definitely we are dealing with right now, like in the moment while we are talking. Like people are literally figuring it out that how to the point where it has escalated, how to mitigate it, how
yeah.
to how to slow it down a little bit.
I
Yeah,
think because what all these scientists are talking about is at this moment, because people are starting to realize
yeah,
what's going on with technology. This could be our pivot point.
yeah, 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 yeah.
Either we slow it down,
Or we just,
or mitigate it, or just
oh yeah, just like
we're all gonna be robots
robot.
one day. You know, that's
I
kind of
know.
how it is. We're at that point because for us, we
Yeah,
grew up right before. Um,
almost like
yeah,
on the end of it,
yeah,
like we were, I think, the last ones, the
yeah.
80s to
Not
90s,
yeah. We were
90s, yeah,
at the point where technology started to
started,
like
yeah, yeah,
get.
yeah. So
Because I remember,
we
you
got to
know,
see it change, and we got to see how it was
yeah.
before it. Yeah,
And if
yeah.
you see how fast the technology grew,
I
right? I remember when we were kids and you would watch TV on this fucking
take
box,
yeah, yeah,
this fucking box, and you only had like fucking 10 channels or something.
yeah, yeah.
You had to turn the
Turn there,
knobs for the
yeah,
volume and stuff, and
yeah, yeah. It
now
was,
TVs are fucking this thin.
and they can do anything, everything.
Yeah. And computers,
Yeah,
we remember we saw computers that were the size of a room,
a room. Yeah,
and
yeah,
now this 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 is a computer. It's
yeah.
of course we sound
That
like,
device has a computing power of sending a man to moon. Actually, yeah,
yeah, it is crazy how exponential and how fast, and I think that's why uh, he talks about it in his special, Bull Berman,
yeah.
that the kids that are growing up now are gonna have the craziest mental problems.
My God.
Because imagine you're a little kid, but you have access to anything and everything all the time, and like,
Think
if you
of
think
it.
about it, I mean,
Gives me anxiety just thinking about it. Yeah.
yeah, like, I'm not knocking any parents out there because I'm not a parent, so I don't know how hard it is. But all them parents, like, giving a device to their child very young to keep them engaged and busy, like, I don't know how far they're going with it, obviously, but
They went pretty far. Yeah.
yeah, hopefully it doesn't get bad to the point where, that kid,
Yeah.
he doesn't see the real world in him. All he sees is what's on his screen, like, nothing else matters, because why look out there when you can go anywhere here? It's like
Yeah.
it's like a teleportation device. You can just
Go anywhere.
go
Yeah.
anywhere, and it's yeah, it's scary.
In artists, like how are artists getting affected by uh, this like constant influx of technology in our place? Mostly, while it complements us, while it makes our work doing easy, especially the podcast and the filmmaking in that manner.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want to see the other side of it, like how is it affecting us negatively? What do you think about it?
I mean, I think it's the same thing. It's just um, when you have access to whatever,
Yeah,
it like I
because
guess for someone like me, it ruined my process.
yeah,
When I was in LA, especially because I kept thinking about what I could have,
yeah,
and I kept thinking of if I did this, I could have that, and I just kept thinking about the future. And the problem with that for me was I wasn't concentrated on what was happening now.
yeah. No,
So,
what I'm talking about is like when we get a character, right?
mhm,
Or we want to learn about their backgrounds. We go on those platforms for information, for people to look on, that those kind of things, right?
okay.
And then there are artists who would use these platforms mostly uh, to manipulate to to put like negative sides of whatever it is out there. And then there
Oh,
are artists like these,
uh-huh.
that one that you just showed it to me,
Yeah, yeah.
like this. So it's like we are not kind of we are not safe at all.
Yeah,
It's
yeah. Yeah.
happening to us
Okay.
at the
I know
same time.
what you mean. Yeah, it's because people, the thing is, that's human nature. I
Yeah,
think no matter what happens, someone is going to want to take advantage of something.
something. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And, those people who aren't real artists, well, whatever, how subjective that is,
Yeah.
um, and scammers who are claiming to be real artists, you
The, like they have made the attention span of people out there for like 15 or 10 seconds, right? Like
well,
when
that's
you
what TikTok did. Yeah.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like
Yeah.
that when it's like 5 seconds, really?
Yeah. And then you just keep going, and 5 seconds,
Yeah.
turns
I
into three
especially don't
hours and
part where it's driving the spectrum. Like they are taking their attention span away, they're taking
yeah,
their concentration, their like what's going on there.
yeah,
It would be very hard for storytellers to keep their attentions as we go on.
yeah. And
Yeah,
you're
they
gonna
will
have to tell a
constantly want.
story in five
Yeah,
seconds. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, but that's the power of corporations now. Corporations, that's why governments are scared of corporations. Because look, governments might rule your city,
yeah,
your state, your country,
but
but
corporations
corporations
would rule your lives
rules
actually.
the world.
Oh yeah.
Like think of how many countries have Coke.
Oh, all of them. I think almost
McDonald's.
all of them. There are countries where they don't get water, but they would get Coke,
Yeah.
and
McDonald's,
some
right?
of them
McDonald's is
might be
all
cheaper than water.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why, you know, people got to understand,
South
look,
American countries, right? That's where the Coke crisis is, the Coca-Cola crisis.
yeah, Coca-Cola, not Coke. No.
Yeah.
That's a different problem.
Yeah.
Um but yeah, Coke
But yeah, there has been cases where they would find Coke before water. That's diabolical.
yeah.
That's diabolical. Oh my
Cuz
God.
if you think those corporations, they yeah. Dude, there's so many conspiracies because of this pandemic and shit, and how
My God.
corporations took advantage of it to close small businesses.
Yeah.
I mean, but hey, look, I'm no politician. I don't know anything outside of this fucking room, But it's still,
It bothers us. It bothers me at
yeah,
least. Not on the daily basis, every hour, but whenever it comes in front of me and I'm trying to figure out stuff, uh, for like to put it out there, to
Yeah,
see it as an audience. When I see something as an audience, and then I see the real audience seeing those kind of stuff. There's a contrast. There's like a huge, vast difference,
yeah,
between watching this stuff. So yeah, it kind of like it's increasing the distance that we have constantly. Yeah, that's the part I don't like. That's the part I hate, actually. Yeah,
yeah. Because we're meant to be social beings.
yeah,
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 we're meant to be face to face to with somebody, and that's why you know phone companies and app corporations, they know what they're doing. They know how to feed into our mental state to make them money. And even YouTube does it, and it's hard to get away from it because
yep.
it is a means of income. And
And it's
on
went out of proportion too. The bad is more than the good. That's the thing. Like the good usage of it, the good content of it, everything which is on the positive side. That's
Yeah.
very very. That's like very few of them. Very few.
Hmm.
And they are trying very hard to keep it that way as well on it.
Yeah.
Hassan Minaj has to cancel his Netflix show. I don't know why, but for those reasons, he was doing the Patriot Act, uh, one of the most amazing shows, actually. Yeah,
Yeah.
that he was doing. He had to pull back from it. So that like effects, there are effects. Like good artists are getting affected by it as they're.
And what I realized the trend was is when before Netflix became as big as it was,
Yeah,
Hollywood people wouldn't go on Netflix.
yeah.
And then once they started going on Netflix,
Oh my God.
there's a downward trend there.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah, yeah.
now now that they're um making money on Netflix, they realize they can also make money on YouTube, right?
Yep.
And then now they can make money on YouTube, you can make money on Instagram,
So
uh,
they're diversifying.
whatever. And then eventually they're gonna be on TikTok. And when you see a celebrity on TikTok, you're like,
Oh my
shit,
God.
that's how far down it goes. And for anyone who's trying to make, everything's meaningful. It's subjective, but the way we feel meaningful
Yeah.
story is, how can you fit a
my
meaningful story in
my
five
hope for the
seconds?
future is like only that eventually the good sides of it overpowers the bad one. I hope, at least if we go in that direction, I'm more than happy.
I mean, look, we
Yeah,
could always hope for the best.
yeah, I hope
That's
so that it goes into that direction. I hope so.
human nature, man. You can't stop it. We're
Yeah,
fucked up people. We want Our minds are driven towards easier living.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
It's it's until people can realize differently, but the more successful, you know, these companies are
yeah,
at controlling the population, because let's say all these kids who are all on TikTok, right? But
yeah,
they don't watch any other news outlet per se.
yeah.
Um, they get all their information from TikTok, so they're
From
getting
TikTok. Yeah, yeah,
five
yeah.
second.
Yeah, that's the
And
problem. The
these
good
kids
ones.
growing up, they're gonna be like, "Oh, of course look on TikTok they said this," and
This. Yeah,
five
yeah.
seconds later, it's just like, holy, it's going to be. And because of that, that's why social media is. Uh, God damn it, social media.
But hey, did you see the second season of Death, Robot, and Love?
I haven't even seen the first one.
You got to check them out too.
I've been meaning to. Every night I'm like, fuck, I
Yeah,
should just start watching it. I should just start watching it. But you know what I recently started doing, and instead of watching shows, I started watching older movies.
older movies.
Yeah, like the other day I watched Men in Tights. I mean,
Men in Tights.
yeah, it's a like I think a early '90s or early 2000s movie.
Yeah.
It's basically Robin Hood, and they
Uh-huh.
filmed it in a and they acted in it in a very dramatic theater way. It was really funny.
Yeah, yeah,
And now I'm watching Eric the Viking. It feels like it's the same thing, but it's
yeah.
like the '80s, '90s, uh, over dramatic theater in it.
Theater. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I like those movies because to play a character like those, you have to commit to it. And
Good. Yeah,
and right now I'm about the commitment. But
yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Alan Rickman, speaking of commitment, HBO just put out the Harry Potter series out there, and if you're a fan of Harry Potter, and especially if you are an actor, and if you see Alan Rickman in there, my God, that man is has done some brilliant work.
yeah, I
He's not on the screen for a long time, but the time that he
yeah,
is
he makes a
fantastic.
presence. Yeah,
He's fantastic. Yeah.
that's why sometimes it's more important to be,
Yeah, it's
you know,
his storyline of Professor Snape's character
okay,
is uh, is very important. Is very crucial. It's like
yeah,
one of the most crucial part of the whole Harry Potter series. You know, but I'm pretty sure when it's on the paper, when they before it was a script, when it was on paper, it must have looked very something which can be neglected,
yeah,
yeah, but he kind of held on to that, the one thing that was for his character in the storyline,
yeah,
and you see it every time he's on screen, that he carries that energy that we cannot explain, that what's going on, but there's something going on that he's not saying. uh, that was amazing when I rewatched Harry Potter. Yeah, have you seen
yeah.
them?
I've seen the original 7.
Original seven.
Yeah, yeah, or
After
8.
Prince,
Yeah, but
that's when I realized, because that's the Alan Rickman's character's movement. That's the movie that's made for him, Half Blood Prince.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
that's cool.
My God, I missed that guy. Yeah,
What,
uh,
Alan Rickman?
yeah, yeah. He's not with us anymore.
Yeah, what was that? Early this year?
No, I think it was 2017,
Was it?
2017
Was it that
or
while ago?
or 18. Yeah, at the end of the 18.
Damn,
Uh, the last the last play he did was Seminar.
time has been really weird since the pandemic started.
It's been, yes.
You know,
Earth
you know
last.
the crazy thing is, I remember it's June right now, right? June 24th.
Yeah,
But I remember, I think distinctively, it was like May 3rd of this year.
yeah.
May, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, holy shit, it's 2021. I was like, what the fuck happened? I remember being in LA early 2000s, right before the pandemic, and then I was just like, what the fuck, a year gone by? And I was like, what
Thanos
the
snapped his
shit?
fingers.
Yeah. I remember sitting there like, what the
Uh,
I haven't done shit for a whole year. And dude, it's crazy to think about how, you know, something like the pandemic can cause that, because I've been there before, like, oh, that I remember maybe it's a couple weeks later, like, but I wouldn't forget a whole year went by, which is
yeah, yeah.
I've never I never felt the realization like that of time. And I mean, that's what happens when all I did was fucking smoke for a whole
Yeah.
goddamn year. But
That's something to investigate. It's like if something bad is between us, that will spread as fast as something good.
yeah,
Yeah, that would reach out all over the world as soon as it can.
and look, we're right now we're trying to be part of that little spark. There's,
Park,
there's
yeah,
there's a lot of people out there trying to spark goodness back in the world, and
back in the world. Yeah, yeah. I hope they do. I hope they do.
you
Yeah.
know, I guess from our listeners and anybody who's willing to watch, just be nice, just fucking be nice. It's not that hard. I mean, maybe it is, but
Huh?
holy shit.
Oh my God. Yeah, that's the point we are at where we have to tell them just please be nice.
It's like I'm not telling you to stop being racist because you won't.
Yeah.
To stop being sexist or whatever, how bad you are. But
Yeah.
you can be those things, but keep it to yourself.
Uh,
Just be nice, and then it'll be.
uh,
But people need to show their negativity for some reason, and
it is because they have outlets now. They have
because
like
what?
good outlets, to put it out there.
Oh
They have
yeah,
outlets to put
that
it out
like you said, social media can anyone. I think.
I wonder if it
Oh
creates a
man.
feeling of catharsism.
I
Those
mean
kind
it.
it does.
I mean, I would assume so, because you don't know what kind of battles those people are going through internally, and uh, I'm not saying those battles are easier or harder than
Yeah,
anything, but people have inner battles, and if you don't have the right guidance or not the right mental aptitude,
yeah,
then you don't know how to deal with those problems, and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you lash them out at other people, you disregard yourself or others, and yeah, and that's why we were talking about before.
Yep,
It's because there's access to everything that they feel
everything,
like and yeah, dude, it's
everything,
crazy. I was
all
thinking,
the time,
yeah, a little bit of everything
all the
all the
time.
time. Thinking
That's
about it now, I probably couldn't have. I might have to cut that out
yeah.
because YouTube is probably gonna do something. Hopefully they don't. I don't know, but fuck, I
uh,
lost track of what I was saying. What was I talking
just
about?
tag him. Just give him the credit when you put it out there.
That's a yo, Bo Berman,
Okay.
genius. Your
Yeah,
Inside special on Netflix, genius.
yeah.
I would love to talk. That'd be so cool if I get to talk to him one day. But um,
But how have you been, Fu? How's things going there?
um,
Your routine wise, health wise.
there's a lot going on there.
Yeah.
Um, well, I still don't have a job yet.
Okay.
I have applied to a few places, but
Yeah.
um, it's weird enough. Some of those places I don't qualify. Well, obviously, and then some of them I overqualify.
Okay.
So it's like, well, I don't know what the fucking do. And
Yeah.
I feel like what I did notice is that this surrounding area that I'm living in is sort of Trump-ish,
Yeah.
and you know,
Boston,
well, just in my area,
your neighborhood.
yeah, yeah, like within 50 miles or whatever, and
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
you know, I don't know if it's just me being paranoid, but it's like maybe because I'm not white, they didn't give me. I don't know. That's probably just me thinking. I mean, but there are some people who are nice in my neighborhood. Some of them I can tell, just
Good
hate.
people. Good
Yeah,
peeps. Yeah.
there's good and bad peeps, but
Yeah.
how else am I doing? I mean, I'm still smoking, but I've
Okay.
weed.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Did you start just smoking tobacco?
I mean, I did when I was in LA. Remember, I did for
Yeah.
a while. Um,
Once in a while, I think you did. Not. I didn't see you
yeah,
smoke. Yeah. Once in a while, right? Like.
yeah. I haven't had my own pack in a while, in a
Yeah.
long
Yeah.
time. I have thought about picking it up again, but
No.
I try
Oh.
not to.
No.
But yeah, now that I started, I guess getting deeper into just getting high, because like when you first start getting high, it was more about just like you know feeling
Yeah.
feeling euphoric, but then you realize the more you smoke it, and the more you kind of like I guess the word would be attuned to it. You start thinking deeper. You go past the high phase. Like you still feel that body, you know,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
then your mind changes. Your mind goes from like thinking of all these things. And look, I mean, I can't really show you, but there's like binders and notebooks and journals. I'm just writing all the fucking time.
Right.
I mean, that's a problem though because I am not organized. I have notes of everything everywhere. Like if you were to if I were to post all my notes on the wall and
Yeah.
I try to connect them, it would be like, red lines everywhere.
Spider web.
Yeah, it's just a bunch of ideas. And I think what I'm trying to learn how to do now is try to organize that a little bit. Like how to stick to one story and try to finish it instead of thinking like, oh, this note for this, oh,
Yeah.
this note for this note for this. And
They're both type of a process. What
yeah,
you what you're saying, it sounds like they're like both type of a process. Uh, it's like jumping from one to another is is the part of the process actually. It's like, okay, if you can't, if anything is not coming on for this one, then let me but something is like taking my mind for the second one,
yeah,
or the other option, whichever I'm working on. Then you'll shift onto that, and then something will happen into the third one that will take you back to the first one. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. It our mind has like a weird kind of organization skill in that manner. Like
yeah. It's
organizes.
it's
Yeah,
kind of like an ADHD thing, but I mean, I'm not diagnosed or anything, so I don't really know. But
yeah, yeah. At the end, it will kind of like synchronize itself.
I think
Yeah,
I'm slowly getting to that point. Like the
yeah,
more I
yeah.
write down, the
More and
more.
more, the more and more you will feel like you want to focus on just one. That's the sign that you are on the last
Yeah.
phase where it's
But
synchronized.
the thing is though, I just need to. I think for me, I have to start organizing it a little bit.
A little bit.
Because I have things written in notebooks from years ago for an idea, but I just
Yeah,
like don't remember it's there, and
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
don't want to I don't want to sit every day just looking through all my notes and stuff.
yeah.
So I want to start somehow organizing it, and that's what I thought about thinking. Do you remember Connor?
I do. Yes.
Connor Mackay, and
Kai. Yeah,
he's written a couple books, and I
yeah,
was like,
yeah,
man, I should. I think I want to try to have him as a guest one day and
yeah.
talk to him about his writing process and how he does it. And maybe I can learn from. Maybe I can pick up some ideas, and
Yes, from him. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. That Connor might be able to do that. Oh my God.
yeah.
Uh, Albatross was a good piece of work, bro.
Because and his play that he let me be a part of, I was like, oh,
Yeah,
amazing, dude. Like,
yeah.
I was like, I wish I could write like that. And
Uh,
hopefully I can pick his brain one day.
yeah, yeah. Yeah. He would be down for that.
I would hope so. I haven't talked to him in a long time, but
Uh, and how's Tux doing?
oh, he's outside, I think.
Outside?
Yeah, he's you know how it is. The fucking dog, but uh, he's all right. Yeah,
He's all right.
he's getting better, or I'm getting better with him. I'm not projecting as much, I guess, and
Yep.
trying to
How
let him be more independent and stuff like that.
how about acting? Where are you with acting?
Oh, I'm nowhere with that. And
No?
the thing
You
about that is like, no,
contact
I
Rachel yet?
haven't. No, well, because you said she's in LA right now, right?
Yeah, she's doing a thing in LA, but you can still go to, or is New York far from you? The New
New,
York.
New York is like 4 hours. No, I think it's like 4 or 5 hours away from where I'm at.
5 hours?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, there's work in Boston too. It's just
Yeah.
I think because this pandemic and this last year I've gone through so much, and
Yeah.
I'm I'm slowly trying to get back into it. Like I'm making the processes now of slowly integrating myself back into the acting world.
Acting well. Yeah, that's
Um, yeah, because well, at least through therapy and a lot of inside reflection over this past pandemic, like yeah, that's what I've been focusing on. Is just you know fixing myself and
yeah.
all that.
It unraveled for us like things that we didn't see before, you know.
Yeah,
So
it forced.
everybody's kind of, yeah. When like the sheets came open, everybody was like, "Oh, this is a junkyard. We gotta fix that," you know. So everybody's fixing it.
Yeah,
Uh, that's not just you, my man. It's almost I think everybody
yeah,
that I'm in touch with. Yes.
yeah, and it's a
And it's
it's
a
a
good thing that happened, you know.
yeah, it's a
I
good
know
thing. Yeah,
it was a horrible outcome that this happened, but I'm glad that it happened, and we got to learn from it. We got to understand it, understand our weaknesses, our flaws, and and then now we know what to do. Now we know what we need to work on, you know.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
hopefully,
We were
hope
going before. If you really think about pre-pandemic in pre-pandemic terms, would you ever would you ever think about like, oh, this kind of diseases, especially a respiratory one, that can fuck me up, you know?
yeah,
Yeah. uh, but now we know that this shit exists.
yeah,
It can come out anytime, and it can affect the most vulnerable out there in a worst manner. So everybody can do something about it, you
yeah.
know. At least keep it in mind. That's enough, I would say.
And this goes back to what we were talking about at the beginning, where
Yeah,
we've gotten so we made life so easy on ourselves.
yeah,
You
we
know,
did.
that's now that we had to face an outside thing,
Yeah, yeah.
it was devastating,
It was
but
devastating. Yeah,
it because we had that external factor, that
yeah,
insane external factor, it made a lot of people mentally stronger out of it because they finally got to realize, oh, there's more than just this device.
just
There's more than just uh you know fucking regretting things in the past or
yeah,
planning way for the future. There's a lot of moments to be in the now, because
yeah,
anything can happen. Like these people, unfortunately, people who built this like a small business for themselves for decades, right? For
decades. Yeah,
10,
yeah,
30 years, and then this one virus
yeah,
fucks it all up,
yeah,
and anything can happen in it, and hopefully a lot of people um realize that, and
yeah,
that there can be a good outcome out of this. And that's why people, well, at least what's trending on social media is like people getting more fit, people
yeah.
traveling more, getting outside, and being more with nature. And
Nature. Yeah.
yeah, so
Understanding nature, most importantly. It's like
yeah,
uh, understanding it, how it's resonating with us, how it's adjusting with us. You know, the temperatures, the places that gets hot suddenly out of nowhere. Those kind of phenomena where we would just let them pass on and wouldn't even like look into them. People are getting aware of it. People are getting activated. They're like running towards activism for it. Those kind of things, yeah, those kind of things. Those are the good ones that's
yeah,
happening.
people,
I'm hoping that it keeps going on.
yeah, people are already starting to move out of the cities,
Yeah, yeah,
and back into further away into nature. And
yep,
people are becoming more self-sustained,
yeah,
instead of relying on, your department store for food. And because of what's happened, because of this external force,
yeah.
it
Kind of,
forced us to be
it
more
kind of
stronger. Yeah,
activated our responsibility system. You know,
yeah,
we're ready to take it on. Like, yeah, we'll take the responsibility if it's a situation. Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Well, honestly, hopefully it goes in it keeps going in this direction.
Yeah, yeah. It will. It will.
Yeah.
I'm very hopeful that it will. Yeah.
Okay. But anyways, it's been about an hour.
Okay.
Um, as much as we can still talk,
Oh
we could
my God.
talk.
We
We
can
can
go on
talk
for
after
4
this.
hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, we wouldn't even know.
We'll save it for another time.
All right.
But in the meantime, is there anything you want to promote? Like maybe our
Uh, Promote. I think we'll schedule a separate podcast for it, just for the pilot. Okay.
oh shit, okay, yeah. Cause look,
And
I want to have you on again.
yeah,
Obviously, you're one of my
I
closest
I want to
friends.
have like a very in-depth conversation with you. If I can, if you won't come to LA, I think I'll have to come to Boston now.
I mean, look.
Just to see you in person. And I haven't visited the East Coast yet, so I'm up for that. Uh,
Okay, hold on. Just let me close out the show, and then we'll talk a little bit after.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
But
It-
so far, thank you guys for joining us. Me and my really good friend Kashyap Mori. Me and him own a production company in LA together, Yours Productions. We're working on a few projects, and maybe you guys will get a sneak peek at some of this stuff. But anyway, thank you for joining me, and I'll see you
Thank you,
guys
guys.
next time.
Thank you so much,
Yeah,
and please keep coming back.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right.